Alright guys, how you doing? It's Rabea, I hope you're all well. So this video is to let you guys know that I've created a brand new pack of Kemper profiles for Victory amplification. Some of you may have the other packs I'd done. This time I've done things a little bit differently because I got a bit of feedback, and my original intention with the first lot of packs I'd made was to try and make them more like amplifiers that you could tweak and tune as you wanted them to. So some of you guys said that they were a little bit sort of lacking high end and things like that, and definition. And the reason was I wanted to encourage the idea of boosting treble, presence, mid, cutting it wherever you needed it, depending on the guitar you were using, the cab you were running through, or the studio monitors you had running through. So they were a little bit more for tuning and tone searching than I think people were expecting. That's not to say that they were bad. I'm really proud with them and I thought they were fantastic, and a lot of people have said they really enjoy them. However, this time I wanted to go for more out of the box tones, so you don't really need to do as much to them to get them to sound how you want. So the amplifiers that I've done are the VX100 Super Kraken, which is the high gain monster that I've helped design with Martin Kidd. We've got the BD1, which is the black version of Rob's signature amp. And then I've done the V140, which is the 100-watt version of the V40 Deluxe, which is, you know, high headroom, clean amplifier for those that like bluesier, sort of slightly broken up tones. Plenty of different profiles. What I decided to do is sort of whittle it down so you didn't have quite so many, because last time there was literally like nearly 70 profiles on 4 amps. And this time they're kind of numbered numerically in terms of how much gain they've got. And then I've also added, you know, if I've used a brightness switch or mid kick or anything like that. So they're all labeled, but they go up in terms of gain from like 1 being low to 3 being higher gain. And then all the different modes I've tried to include without it being too convoluted. So you'll see if you pick up these packs, they're pretty easy, pretty straightforward. Load them into your Kemper and then off you go. The other thing I wanted to do is make sure that they sound fantastic through a cab. It was really nice to do it at Brighton Electric in Studio 1, and we had access to some really nice mics. I used a Royal 121. I used a SM57, and I used a Josephson S22S, I think it's called. Those 3 microphones are fantastic, and depending on the tone, we just blended in different amounts so that we could get more brightness out of a sound that we wanted without having to move the mics on the cab too much. In terms of the cabs I used a V40 cab, so that's got the cream back in it. And then I used my personal modded Kraken cab, which has a G12H65 or G1265H and a V30. So we've got plenty of different options in terms of microphones and cabs. And of course I was running it through my Universal Audio Apollo X8P interface using Neve preamps and some API preamps and things like that. So without further ado, I'm going to give you some sound examples, and there'll be links in the description box if you want to pick up any of these packs yourself. So there you go, there's a quick demonstration of some of the new profiles. They all sound quite different. It depends on the guitar you use, and also depends on the monitors you have and speaker cab. But they've been tried and tested through both situations, through monitors at different studios and through cabs, and I've sent them to different players to test them. And yeah, I think they sound great. They're really fun, they're really nice to play, everything feels good under the fingers. So I really hope you enjoy these packs. If you want to buy them, then you can get them in the link in the description box. Please let me know what you think, and any of the ramps you'd like me to profile in the future. Like, subscribe and share, and I'll see you all very soon.